What's going on, everybody? It's the Bulls Show, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, who doesn't love talking about trades? Today, we're going to be talking about a potential mock trade that has been brought up by a couple of articles, actually, between the Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, at the end of the day, everybody knows the Los Angeles Lakers dominates trade conversations every single time. There's always articles written about the Lakers. There's always conversations written about the Lakers. And, of course, they're looking to take everybody's superstar players, and this one is no exception. But of course, as Bulls fans, we too also have a duty to talk about mock trades. We have a duty to talk about trade conversations. So that's what this video is going to be about. I'll, give a Bulls, opinion, my opinion at least, as a Bulls fan, on this trade for the Bulls and the Los Angeles Lakers and whether or not it could work. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls and whether or not you would do this trade between the Bulls and the Lakers. And I think without further ado, let's talk about what this trade may entail. So of course, it means doing business with the Lakers. I do know some people that are not going to be happy with that straight away. But ultimately, the trade involves sending DeMar DeRozan to the LA Lakers, and in return, the Lakers would give up D'Angelo Russell, Mo Bamba, Max Christie, and the 2029 first round pick. So that is very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. But, you know, I have a problem with this trade. I feel like I say I have a problem with every trade. I don't know if you're going to find the perfect trade out there. There's always going to be strengths and weaknesses to every trade. All I can say is I can understand what this is saying in the sense that the Bulls need point guard help. D'Angelo Russell is a point guard. That 2029 first round pick, granted it's so long away that we don't know what either team's going to look like by then. That first round pick could be irrelevant from both sides. If the Lakers are still competing in 2029, that first round pick will be very, very low in that draft. And if the Bulls are competing in 2029, we might not even need that first round pick. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of conversation in that regard, because I think the pick is pretty much the most enticing thing about this whole situation, because other than that, I'm not exactly on board with what the Chicago Bulls, would get in return for DeMar DeRozan. Again, it's another situation where I feel like we can do better. I feel like the Lakers are probably, you know, doing mock trades left, right, and center, trying to figure out how to, steal other people's superstars. And that's kind of how I feel in this regard. Because, let's be honest, the Lakers are giving up assets they don't want. I think we clearly saw in the last game between the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets that D'Angelo Russell got benched in that game, if I'm not mistaken. Does that look like a player that the Lakers want to bring back to that team? You know, let's be honest. The answer would be no. Mo Bamba's barely played for the LA Lakers all season. Is that a guy that they would really mind losing for the Chicago Bulls? And Max Christie, I'll be honest, I don't know a whole lot about. But yeah, and the pick is probably the most enticing thing about this situation. And DeMar DeRozan is one of our best players, if not our best player. And I think it's a situation where the Lakers are desperate for another scorer, desperate for another superstar. Let's go link every superstar to a trade for the Lakers. That's kind of how I feel about this situation, because I'll be honest, I don't necessarily think that's a great offer at all. I think the Bulls would be ridiculously stupid to accept a deal like that for a variety of reasons. But obviously, outside the Lakers not wanting D'Angelo Russell or not wanting Mo Bamba and stuff of that nature, D'Angelo Russell is not the point guard that we need. I've been saying it for a while. We need a playmaking point guard that can come in and put things together. In almost every single game I've seen of D'Angelo Russell, all the way back to the days where he was very promising with Brooklyn, to the first days in LA, to obviously his time in Minnesota and his time with the Lakers again, he's not that, key playmaking point guard bringing everything together. He is trying to score when he steps foot on the court. He's a scorer. And sometimes he has great scoring games. Other times he has, really poor scoring games, but he's not the guy that we need in the point guard spot. Things will stay the same with D'Angelo Russell in the team over DeMar DeRozan. It's just that we're going to get a little bit worse because DeMar DeRozan is the better player. It is as simple as that, in my opinion. D'Angelo Russell, in many ways, people call him, the stopper of a team, because he stops plays from happening fluently, because he plays his own game. I just don't think that's the right player to go with at this point in time. If we didn't have a Zach LaVine on the team, maybe you would consider getting a guy like D'Angelo Russell who can lead his own team, run his own offense, play his own game, and be that number one or number two option on a team. Right now, I think we have better number 1 and number 2 options than D'Angelo Russell. So I just don't think that's good enough for the Chicago Bulls to go and pursue a trade like that. And I think we could do ridiculously better than, I guess, a trade for D'Angelo Russell. In my humble opinion, no disrespect to D'Angelo Russell, I never said he wasn't a good player. He just doesn't fit how I think this team needs to be at this point in time. I don't think he would fit Billy Donovan either. I just don't like that whole concept of bringing D'Angelo Russell to Chicago in return for DeMar DeRozan. I think D'Angelo Russell could be a nice addition when we have, I guess, DeMar DeRozan still on the team in free agency or something like that. But via a trade, I'm not really too keen on that situation. And then again, moving to Mo Bamba, I would like Mo Bamba on this team. I don't really think there's a Bulls fan that would say they wouldn't like Mo Bamba on this team. He's been proven to be a good shot blocker. He can obviously spread the floor as well. He can shoot the 3 ball. He does have his injury concerns, but didn't really get a lot of game time with the Lakers. And that's because the Lakers probably played a little bit smaller on their bench compared to playing bigger like they do with their starters, with Anthony Davis in the team and stuff of that nature. So, again, you know, as much as I'd like Mo Bamba, he's not on the level of a DeMar DeRozan. Again, those two combined, I would say, I think DeMar DeRozan is the better fit there. But yeah, the 2029 first round pick, in my opinion, is probably the most interesting and compelling argument there. And it's just too far away for me to be thinking that long ahead to get rid of a guy that we could probably get a better trade out of for a 2029 first round pick. I don't think that's the way to go for the Chicago Bulls. I think we should stay away from that trade at all costs. I know Lakers fans will come in and say the argument saying D'Angelo Russell's better than DeMar, or, you know, you're getting 3 players for the price of 1. That's surely a deal that's worth taking. Maybe for some people it is a deal worth taking. Again, I'm not going to be here to discredit anybody else's opinion. If you feel that's a good deal to take, by all means, feel that's a good deal to take. Maybe the Bulls themselves feel like that's a good deal to take. It's a mock draft at the end of the day, or it's a mock trade, my apologies, at the end of the day. It's designed to generate, I guess, buzz, to generate opinions and stuff like that. So that's what I'm here to do, give my opinion on the situation. The Bulls should stay away from that trade in my eyes. We can do better for DeMar DeRozan, and I'm more likely enticed about keeping DeMar DeRozan and doing a deal like that. Again, we got to be very smart in how we do deals. You know, trading DeMar DeRozan, in my opinion, is a sign of a rebuild or a sign of a retooling. So you have to bring the right player to retool this team. That's what we're looking for. Is D'Angelo Russell the right guy to retool this team? Because history has shown he's not the right guy to retool a team. He's not worked on many of the teams he's played for. He's not worked with Minnesota. He's not worked with the Lakers. He worked for Brooklyn, but Brooklyn were the 8th seed at the time. I think by the time they got really, really good, again, they traded him at the end of the day. So they clearly thought he wasn't a good piece to work around, or that they could do better. So I just feel like that's how the Chicago Bulls should be thinking as well. You know, I'm not opposed to taking a chance on him in a free agency situation, but I'm opposed to trading DeMar DeRozan for him. That's my honest opinions on this mock trade between DeMar DeRozan and I guess the whole Los Angeles Lakers stories that's going to be coming out. We know there's going to be more. I expect in a couple of weeks to a month's time, you'll probably see Zach LaVine rumored to the Lakers as well, because that's a story that happens all the time, because, you know, Zach LaVine was part of UCLA, stuff like that. You know, you'll get the stories. It's been there before, and it's very easy to write. So we'll wait and see. I would stay away from that trade. I'd like to know what you guys think. I do think it's possible to do a deal with the Lakers. You know, as much as everybody is talking about LA Lakers trades and stuff like that, so maybe it's enticing LeBron to stay with the Lakers, I don't know. But I feel like there is a deal to be done with the Lakers if we really wanted to do one. You know, I think they have pieces I would like. I would like a guy like Austin Reeves in a sign and trade situation. Of course, Anthony Davis, you know, would have to give up a whole team for Anthony Davis, but, you know, there could be a deal done there if need be. I like guys like Rui Hachimura. I think he could work well for the Chicago Bulls. Mo Bamba as well. There are trades there. I like some pieces from the Lakers. I just think that trade that was presented is just not, in my opinion, is not good for the Bulls. I think that makes us significantly worse. It doesn't signal a rebuild, which, you know, if you're trading DeMar, it's either you're retooling or you're rebuilding. And with D'Angelo Russell coming to this team, you do get worse. So again, I just don't think it's the right move, retooling or rebuilding wise. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next Chicago Bulls video. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.